All right, so Manny, your team's out here in Texas for the first time. You guys have got a taste of what it's like to play in this building. What are you guys looking forward to bringing to the ice tonight?
Well, I think for us as a group, we understand we need to be better. They gained a lot of life playing in front of their home crowd. They came out real hot last game, so understanding our start's going to be a key. But as playoff hockey goes, you forget the last one, you turn the page, and we're on to the next one now.
You guys kind of have that feeling already of knowing how it plays, feeling in front of that strong home crowd. What energy does that bring when you're in your own building?
Well, we've been very fortunate in Abbotsford. The fans are coming out in droves and giving us a lot of energy, so we understand what that does for the group. And they did a really good job here in Austin feeding off their crowd last game. They gave them lots to cheer about. So for us, it's about establishing our game and getting to their end as much as possible and potentially, hopefully, taking the crowd out of it as much as possible.
If you had to describe the Abbotsford Canucks style of game and just going into all of this in playoffs in the regular season, what would it be?
I think the biggest thing that we continue to talk about is doing everything by committee. We defend by committee, we score by committee, and we have a lot of confidence in the depth of our group. And we've had numerous lineups throughout the course of the year, throughout the course of playoffs, and with that next man up mentality, guys are put in different positions up and down the lineup, and whatever's asked of them, they do it to the best of their ability. So that's been a calling card for us, just playing that team concept and having that committee mentality.
Special teams are always important no matter what game it is, but the penalty kill that you guys in Abbotsford have been putting on in these playoffs has been top of the line, absolute standard to watch. What's been a biggest contributing factor to that?
For me, it's the guys' continued buy-in to the system that Jordan Smith wants to implement here. But it's their willingness to do all the dirty jobs, block shots, get in lanes, finish hits. They've been doing everything that has been asked of them, and that's what it's taken. And obviously, everybody talks about your goaltender needing to be your best penalty killer, and Artie's done a fantastic job of coming up with the big saves when we needed him to.
It's been one thing to just see the buy-in, but how do you get that continued buy-in throughout the year, throughout an extended season?
I think the guys enjoy the feeling of having success and understand that when they're bought in and when they're playing the way that they need to, and they get the results they want, they want to continue that feeling. So I think that's where the buy-in comes from, is once they get a taste of that success and getting to where we are at this point in the season, understanding what it takes to get there, is where that buy-in comes from.
How has that worked, adding guys throughout the season and changes in the lineup and just keeping that, with guys who haven't been here the whole year?
I think it comes down to our leadership and the culture that they've built here. Likes of Chase Waters, Phil DiGiuseppe, John Stevens is not even in the lineup, but the way they carry themselves, the way they conduct themselves on and off the ice, has built a culture here that guys want to be a part of, and it's easy to follow suit when you watch the way they play and the way they do things.
And then the last one is just, what are you looking for out of this team tonight? Just kind of change from Game 3 to Game 4.
We've always had a good response in these situations. I think the biggest thing is our overall energy level that we come out of the gate with. We understand the type of game that we need to play to be successful in this building, and I feel the guys have a good understanding of that, and we'll be ready to go.